And first up, we get you details as in a significant ruling. The Supreme Court has upheld the constitutional validity of the Uttar Pradesh Madrasa Board Act 2004, reversing an earlier decision by the Allahabad High Court that had questioned the Act's validity. This decision that brings relief to madrasas across Uttar Pradesh, affirming the legal framework governing their administration. The Supreme Court's verdict supports the continued operation and recognition of madrasas under the 2004 Act, securing their educational and administrative rights. Let me bring in Samiksha joining us from the newsroom to take us through the details of what transpired in the top court, Samiksha, on this matter.
That's right, Suesha. Quickly running you through what happened in the top court today. Basically, the top court having upheld the constitutional validity of the Madrasa Act of 2004. In fact, important to note here that it was in 2004 that the Allahabad High Court had struck down the UP Madrasa Act, which provides legal framework for madrasa education, where apart from the curriculum of the NCERT, religious education is imparted as well. So, Suesha, all in all, that being said, top court having upheld the constitutional validity of the Madrasa Act, saying that it has been upheld and that it is important to ensure legal framework for madrasa education, where apart from curriculum of NCERT, religious education is imparted as well. Like we told you, a 3-judge bench that delivered this order upholding the validity of the UP Madrasa Act, thereby setting aside the Allahabad High Court order, saying it violated the principles of secularism. So while the Allahabad High Court in the month of March had had struck down the UP Madrasa Act, the Allahabad High Court had said that the act all in all violated the principles of secularism, and it was in the month of April, Suesha, that the top court had stayed the HC verdict until today, when the top court has basically upheld the validity of the 2004 UP Madrasa Act.
All right, Samiksha, many thanks for getting us those details. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the final day of the US presidential polls, and voters casting their respective ballots. The opinion polls that continue to show a neck-to-neck fight between US Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the Democratic presidential candidate, and of course Republican presidential candidate and former President of United States Donald Trump, both nationally and in most swing states. Let's listen into the latest responses that have come in from both the candidates.
This will be the golden age of America. Tomorrow, it's a beautiful term, isn't it? I was saying before, I was just proofing and reading and studying and all that stuff, and what a beautiful term, the golden age. We're going to be in the golden age. Won't take long. So tomorrow you have to stand up and tell Kamala that you've had enough. You're not going to take it anymore. You're the most incompetent vice president we've ever had. And Joe Biden was the worst president in the history of our country. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. This is a hell of a nice place. Thank you. With your vote, we're going to win Pennsylvania, and we're going to defeat Kamala and those radical left, what they're doing to our country. Crazy Nancy Pelosi, what's about her? She has visa stock, a big position. You know, she started off with nothing, now she's worth $200 million. How did that happen? So she has visa stock, and she sells her stock the day before it was announced that Visa's under major federal investigation. I don't know. I wonder, do you think she had any insider information? I don't know. It's disgrace. Honestly, she's a disgrace. They ought to throw her the hell out of Congress. We are going to make America great again, and it's going to be fast. We're going to do it fast. We'll fast track it. Over the past 4 years, Kamala has orchestrated the most egregious betrayal that any leader in American history has ever inflicted upon our people. She's violated her oath of office. She's eradicated our sovereign border and unleashed an army of gangs and criminal migrants from prisons and jails, insane asylums and mental institutions from all around the world, from Venezuela and the Congo in Africa, stealing countless American lives. And these are rough customers that are coming, much rougher than almost anybody in this room.